capabilities, and the knowledge graph of cybersecurity risk management is massive. And let me show you what we've got right here. There is the knowledge graph on cybersecurity risk management. We're going through the narrative of the whole thing based on why, what, how, where, when, and who. So we get a clear picture of what's important, what we need to do. Here goes the iPhone that needs to go on airplane mode. What we need to do, who needs to do it, why it's prioritized, how it's prioritized, what's the low-hanging fruit, when do we need to do it, what do we need to focus on. It's all here and it's all laid out for you, and it makes it a whole lot easier. Now, what you see here is the whole critical capability. So all of the actions in there, all of the critical capabilities. If you go to the link in the show notes and the link down below here, you'll see the whole Kanban that you can play. You can purchase it if you want to. You can play around with it. You can search in it. You can do anything in it. All these criteria are in there. What do you see? What are you looking right now? Lots of pretty pictures. The blue ones in the middle, the blue balls in the middle, those are the critical capabilities. So those are the things that you need to be focusing on to have a successful cybersecurity risk management process in place that covers basically everything that you can imagine around cybersecurity. They're prioritized. That makes it a whole lot easier. The prioritization is based on an AI algorithm that we developed in-house, our own AI algorithm, and out of that, the critical capabilities are ranked based on their prioritization, on a weight, importance. Every critical capability has a question attached to it, and those are the pink balls that you see here. The pink balls around it, that's the next layer. Every critical capability has a question attached to it, and the question is a question you can ask to look for the right answer that's in the critical capability in the blue ball. And so if someone asks you, if you want to start out with asking questions in your organization, use the question and you figure out what the answer, you find out what the answer can be. The questions come from the self-assessments and the books and the toolkits, and that's a maturity kind of way. Color that here is the orange color here around. The orange color, those are the job roles, the job titles, job roles that you typically find in a cybersecurity risk management process team. Those are the job roles that you find, and we'll go through some of them and how they are aligned to the critical capabilities and what type of questions you can ask those people. The tiny green balls that you see every now and then, those are the priorities of each and every critical capability. The yellow balls are the important words that are that the critical capability is weighed on. Security in this instance here, and this yellow ball is prioritization itself. 1 is a must-have, 2 is a should-have, etc., etc. So in a nutshell, this gives you an overview of what's in there, but don't let me overwhelm you. Let's just go through it step by step, so you have a deep insight in what's going on here. Let's start with the how. Sorry, the why. Start with why. The why is why we need to focus on cybersecurity risk management. I'm going to go to my console here and enter the highest prioritized critical capabilities, which tell exactly why I need to focus on this. The highest priorities critical capabilities. Let's have a look. Zoom in. Make sure the information security risk management analyst enables effective management of technical and business risks by providing information security risk management and compliance support. So it's about compliance, definitely cybersecurity risk management. Why do we do cybersecurity risk? We don't want to lose the business, obviously. We want to continue what we're doing, but it's also a lot of to do with the compliance issues and legislation and legal issues that are in place. Make sure you provide strategic guidance and consultation on enterprise of the RMF, security clients, and monitoring the delivery of technical reports, briefings, root cause analysis, and resolution and information security policy standards, guidelines, and procedure development implementation. And this last one here, I've done the top three, the three highest important ones. Let's pull this up here so you can see it. Work with stakeholders in IT and the business to understand the work they are doing and how it intersects with information security risk management expectations. And then advise and implement on how to best proceed by applying policies, information security policies and standards, regulatory requirements applicable to align control and risk frameworks, and contractual legal requirements. And that's why we do cybersecurity risk management, contractual, legal, regulatory compliance. There we go. I'm double clicking on it so you get to see what's in here in the critical capabilities, what's connected to it. So these are the three of highest importance. This gives me the why am I doing this. Also, it gives me the answer of what do I actually need to do then to make this happen. Questions that you can ask here related to this one is, how is your organization's cybersecurity risk management approach aligned with or folded into its overall enterprise risk management process? So not a standalone, don't have a standalone cybersecurity risk management process, but make sure it's aligned to and folded into an overall enterprise risk management process, which has a lot to do with risk appetite in your organization. What kind of systems do cause the most absolute interruption? Decent question to ask here. So let's get conversation going in my organization, in my management team. How can policymakers help in improving risk management and information sharing? So get policymakers, internal and external policymakers involved. As you can see, these are must-have criteria. The full critical capability Kanban has 2,000 critical capabilities in there, because the highest one, that's why it's scoring 2,000. There's 2,000 in them, and they're all based on their prioritization. These are the top three ones, and they're all must-haves, and all three of them are related to the main topic, security and cybersecurity risk management as a subject. I can go a bit deeper in this, and I can say, like, okay, contractual legal requirements. Yeah, how is your organization's cybersecurity risk management approach aligned with or folded into its overall risk management process? If I want to go deeper into the why, I get some people involved. And let me zoom out. These are the people I'd get involved. The orange balls: staff cybersecurity architect, cyber mitigation performance tool support SWE, senior principal cyber systems engineer, director cybersecurity mobile device manager, cyber operations engineer. So these are the cyber related job titles that are relevant for cybersecurity risk management for in place. So I get these people involved in my management team to actually give input into, can we answer this question to get this answer in our organization, together with the business, obviously. So this gives you a good idea, a great insight in the why. Why are we doing cybersecurity risk management? And if we dive deeper into it, you can also see there's a lot of the how already that we can do here. Now, the what you need to do. Let's go to the what there. Show the what. The what you need to do can be seen in, if I just focus on the important words that are in. So yeah, I told you about the weighing of the words in the whole Kanban and the critical capabilities. If I pull up all the words that are in there, these are the things that I need to focus on. These are I call this the word cloud, basically. So this is the word cloud that gives me insight in, these are the areas that you need to focus on for cybersecurity risk management. So this is the what you need to do to make it a success. Have a look at all these topics that you need to cover. And so basically just words, so not even topics by themselves. I need to measure threat. You know me, I'm just going to click on one. Let's do measure. What do we have for measure here? Measure and improve the efficiency and effectiveness of process working well and build a level of improvements. Okay, let's do that. How are you managing risk and ensure risk is reduced to an acceptable level? And it's related to cybersecurity risk management. If I click on this one, I can get the cybersecurity platform operations consultant involved. And I can ask him another question. Do you consistently maintain security policies across different business units, locations, and resources to make sure that we have our measuring under control here? In relationship to cybersecurity risk management. So you see here, these are the important words that give me an insight of what I actually need to be doing to get cybersecurity risk management on the way. Now, as you can see, this is a big word cloud. There they are, all of them. But let's just pick the top, let's say five, the most important words, and that'll give me an idea of the real things I need to focus on. Sourcing, data, management, security, risk. Risk and security are pretty obvious to me, and management, but sourcing and data, they make sense as well, but they didn't come up before. Sourcing, okay, sourcing, security staff is involved in executive leadership hiring with a strong sourcing foundation. Develop and manage IT sourcing projects and lead meetings. Safeguard that your workforce leads enterprise strategic sourcing of capital purchases and merger agreements. Have those in place. Right. So that's where you can actually. This is where you can focus on what do you actually need to do. Prioritize words basically to focus on, and we can get a bit deeper from a more specific angle, which is, do you actually need to do, and another, how do you actually need to do the what? So the what was actually the area you need to focus on. How, these are the critical capabilities that you need to be focusing on. We started out with the top three. This is the top 10, and I can show them all. There's 2,000 in them, so the whole screen will fill blue with blue balls. These are the top 10 that you need to work on to make sure that you've got the how under control. This is the how. What do you need to do? With technology and business partners, I won't read them all. You get the idea. I will just zoom in and then pan over them so you can have an idea, have a look of what's in here. Work with technology and business partners across business functions, so get people involved to ensure alignment of security controls and information security risk management. So don't be siloed. Get the business involved. Get every stakeholder involved. That's basically what it's saying as well. Execute the risk management function of the information security program to ensure risks are identified, assessed, and monitored. Let's pick another one here. That goes down here. We had this is the top one. Make sure the team provides security risk support to the business systems.
Ik heb niks kunnen zien. Ik heb heel veel moeite met alles.
Oh, waarom roep je dat niet even dan? Van niks werkt.
Omdat er wel mensen zaten te kijken.
Ah, ja, maar je kan toch je hand opsteken of zo? Let's see. Are we back again? That's a question. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Thank you. So you can see this?
Yes.
Good. All right. We're back again. Bit of an internet hiccup here. We're back again. So here we see the why of all the activities that you can do, that you need to do. If you've got those in place, that'll give you a great head start of all the activities that you need to put in place for cybersecurity risk management. Now let's have a look at the next phase, and the next phase is captions. The what? Next phase is the what. The what. The what, the how, the where. We're doing the where. Where do you need to focus on? So just like when we had the word cloud before, cybersecurity risk management is aligned or ingrained into many other related topics, and these are the other related topics to cybersecurity risk management. So if you're rolling out processes and teams, make sure that they are actually doing these activities, that they're actually doing these activities. So where do you need to focus on? You need to focus on these activities. IT risk management processes, cybersecurity red team, have that in place. Cybersecurity awareness, do that. Threat modeling, threat intelligence platform, enterprise risk management, data privacy, vendor risk management, have a SIEM in place, vulnerability remediation, etc. I won't read them all, but you get the idea. And same with all the other activities I'm doing. I can just double click and see what comes up, what kind of activity I need to be doing here. Ensure your organization is leading consulting and audit engagements pertaining to cybersecurity risk management. Question I can ask: what are your organization's biggest opportunities for improvement in the future? And it's related to risk, and it's a should have, it's a high priority here. So this gives you a good insight into where you need to be focusing on. What are the other areas related to cybersecurity risk management that have impact on cybersecurity risk management or are aligned to it that I need to be focusing on? Where do I need to put my focus on? So this is not the prioritization, but you need to focus on these activities as well. Where do I need to be focusing on? Now, when do I need to be focusing on what? That's the next one. The next one in the why, what, how, where, when, and then finally we come to the who. The when. The when is let's organize the critical capabilities on their urgency and priority. So based on their urgency and priority is, like I said before, is this. Like I said before, we've organized the critical capabilities in 5 main areas based on their prioritization. 5, the lowest one, could have, 4 might have, 3 ought to have, 2 should have, and 1 must have. Definitely a must have. So the must have, that's the one that we should focus on right away. That's the one with the highest prioritized critical capabilities for cybersecurity risk management. So when this basically when we start with this with the must-haves. This is the when, the highest prioritization ones. These are the ones that I need to start focusing on as well. I can drill down to that in my Kanban to just outline the ones with the highest priority only, and just tick them off and start with those. I can zoom out a bit so you can see what there is. So these are the ones there, and if I zoom in and pan, you can have a look what's available there. So these are the ones with the highest priority that I need to be focusing on. And that gives you an answer to the when. Start with those. Start with the highest prioritized ones and pick those. Let's just pick one and see what pops up. Check that your workforce is involved in, the balls are moving. Check that your workforce is involved in data management, risk management, and or business controls. All right. Are your company seeing a workforce shortage? That's an interesting question. Well, especially in cybersecurity risk management, I can imagine that that's the big problem right now. So then, what kind of people do I need to be looking at in my organization? I need to be looking at the principal cybersecurity risk engineer, and I need a director of cybersecurity risk management, governance, and compliance. What kind of questions can I ask those people? Are there written escalation policies for issues and risks? And this one. And here, the director, pretty busy guy. Which strategy should companies drive in order to identify risks and implement suitable controls? And if I double click on that one, then that's the answer that I'd be looking for. Establish key metrics for performance and implement processes to improve and drive operational excellence in order to exceed them. And that's something that the director should control. I can double click on this thing again, and up comes what the prioritization is for this one, which keyword it belongs to, what other processes are related to. So you can see there's quite a few ways I can drill down in each and every activity and get to the point of, based on the angle that I want to use on what I want to have a look at. The final one I wanted to show you is the who. So we've done the why, the what, the how, the where, the when, and now the who of the cybersecurity risk management, which is basically, simply put, the job titles that are in place in cybersecurity risk management. And I'm going to pull them up right now. I'm going to get a lot of beautiful pink balls, or they're going to be orange balls. Orange balls. All right, let me just zoom in a bit so you can have a look at what's here. Cyber specialist, cybersecurity engineer senior, cybersecurity senior engineer mainframe, senior vice president cybersecurity risk management, sourcing and procurement specialist. Now I'm just gonna pick one. See, there's loads of them. Cyber threat intel analyst. Let's have a look at what comes up if I click on that one. Cyber threat intel analyst. Question I need to be asking that person in my organization: will IT integrate risk management activities across the IT supply chain and create an executive group capable of defining new policies in an era of transformed globalized technology markets? Deep question. Pretty good. They'll set me on my way. These are the activities that I need to be doing to get that in place. The blue balls, and I won't read them out loud. You can see them on your screen. This is obviously live. You can replay and pause once it's up, obviously. So this gives you a great idea of all the roles that are available and used in cybersecurity risk management. Here, in-vehicle cybersecurity engineers. That's an interesting one. Makes sense as well now these days with self-driving vehicles and cybersecurity that needs to be in place so nobody gets hurt in or outside the vehicle. So these are all the roles that are related to cybersecurity risk management that you need to have either in focus or in place. And in focus can be either in your own organization or have it outsourced, someone available in your MSSP organization that takes care of that, or have someone inside of your organization or a team of people, specialists, that take care of these roles. So with this, we have now come full circle, which means we have covered the why, what, how, where, when, and who of cybersecurity. And with that, I'm gonna leave you. And I'll leave you with one final thing, and that's the whole hairball. Because why? I just like to see that unfold on screen, and it's a great way to say goodbye. Thank you. Thanks for being here, and we'll definitely see you again next time. Adios.